Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farrell Aryabhima Putra, and today I'm going to tell you a story that I wrote myself. A tale of an elf. Once upon a time, there lives an elf named Thranstown with his pet Wolverine. He lives in a kingdom called Svasathya. One day he went hunting in the spruce forest with his pet, and out of forgot his 3-barreled rifle. Then he saw a big, tall bison walking by. He then aimed for it and only got its leg. The bison ran, but not far enough to escape. He followed the tracks and found out that the bison ran to a cliff and fell. He didn't hear anything from the fall because a big, pricky dragon catched it in his mouth and flew away with it. So he went home and got some rest. The next day, he woke up to go hunting again with his pet and his rifle. He got out of his shack and found out that the king's carriage had a broken wheel and is near his house. So he decided to help him. He invited the king to his humble shack to have a cup of tea. Then he helped the king with the broken wheel. Then the king asked him if he would help escort the king on his journey to a kingdom called Skarsbjorn, a kingdom of humans. He said yes, on one condition: he is allowed to bring his pet. So the king agreed, and they embarked on a long journey. On the way, they saw a horseman, so he took an aim and got the man. The king was impressed of his marksman skills, so the king had some thoughts. A few days later, they arrived at Skarsbjorn. There was a big, warm welcome, followed by a fanfare. The Elf King and the Human King talked about their diplomacy and business relationships and stuff. The Elf King stayed for a few days. Meanwhile, Thranstown is having stroll at the market, looking for weapons for hunting. Then, after a few days, they went home to their kingdom Svasathya. On the way, they had an encounter with a small group of bandits. Thranstown saw them first, so he decided to disguise as the king and told the king to hide. Thranstown got intercepted, so he walked out of the carriage. After that, one of the bandits approached him, and then Thranstown took his weapon and threatened the other bandits. So he disarmed all of them and took their weapons. After that, he told the king it is safe now, and proceeded with their journey, and arrived at Svasathya safely. Not long after they arrived, the king hired Thranstown as a part of his personal guard, and they all lived happily ever after. The end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.